What's going on, YouTube? Hey, it's your boy Sketch Peaze, coming with another live stream video. I would like to thank everybody who has viewed my recent 2 new music videos, Slavery Was a Choice and Soho Killing. The shirts for both videos is on sale now on my Shopify.com website and store, and still will be very soon, shortly, be on my official websites for sketchapiece.com and GodDevilRecords.com for available for sale. Man, I'm just ecstatic today because it's just been a crazy week, and now we finally have some justice that has come through. We finally have the man behind the man of behind the man of all the tension, racial tension, all the divide in America, everywhere, parts of the world you could possibly think of a little bit, but especially here in our homeland, even though this ain't really actually my homeland, but I've just been in a circumstantial pool of hamster wheel of degradation in this country for being a Hispanic black man in this country. But I will say, to as far as the fact, Mr. Trump has finally been apprehended and finally got arrested yesterday and got his mugshot. And now, through all of the years that we've been trying to nail this guy's face in the mud, for all my brown and black brothers and sisters all across the land and across the world, we finally got at least one number one person that's been responsible for all the hellacious anarchy through different types of forms of government throughout the world. Yes, because once he got in office, the Republicans got in office and power too. I mean, it works both ways. I mean, once a Democrat runs in office, Democrats get the seat of power. Once Republicans have the seat of power, they have it. But to dismiss the fact of the matter of Mr. Trump, it is very horribly just, I don't even know where to begin, man. I'm just happy, I'm ecstatic that he got what he got. It's been a long time coming. And I must say, man, we did it, guys. We did it. But like I said, the battle's long and it's far from here. And we got a long battle to immerse with all the rest of the parties that were involved. And they got them too. They got Rudy Giuliani, they got Mark Meadows, and the rest of the other Trump team and staff that has been secluded and diluted throughout this whole process of apprehending and capturing them for the necessary crimes and classified crimes they've committed in this country. Like I said, we've been living under the arrest in this country through all former presidents. It ain't just Trump. It's all presidents behind Trump. Even once now. Everybody, when they take that oath, man. That's it. Nobody ain't got the guts and power to stand up against the powers that be that screws up and fucks this country dry in its dead ass for the last, I don't know, century. Before the time I was even here, even to say and speak upon of the events that's triculated and has happened within 3 decades of my lifetime. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And you know something else too? It's the fact that they're poisoning our water. They're poisoning our food. They're poisoning our ecosystem and our ecosystem. They're even poisoning our kids of what we're doing, of how they're doing it. We gotta survive. Do all means to survive in this hellacious world, of this hellbound world, of the system of the broken, corrupt system that leeches on our backs and our souls and in our skins, that everybody just wants to reach that ladder of success that they try to find of hope and dreams inside their hearts, but they just can't, because guess what? There's another stick and another pull, a crab wheel, the crab barrel down, of just pulling everybody down every day of the week, 365 days a week, 24 months, 7 days a year. And you want to tell me that we live in a real civilized, populous world of they want to depopulate the world as they go through each time and each year, Agenda 21? Come on now. You want to call it conspiracy theory, or do you want to call facts a spade of facts? I say, and I suggest, even for protect for my own name and for my own life's sake, that I ain't scared of you, whether you guys want to believe that or not. Like I said, I come from a stock or a family that's supposed to solidify greatness. Even though people have shortcomings. We all have our shortcomings. But we still solidify some type of positivity inside our negativity, that's inside our circumference, through our world, through our everyday, day-to-day operations within our lives, of us, of individuals, of human beings. That's supposed to be united. That's supposed to share this root society or whatnot, though, of giving back to the ones that have not give back, of the disfranchisement, to the orphanages, to the poor man, to the people that broke their backs and fucked their necks and broke their freaking backs just to make a buck, just to make one last day count, just to breathe, last, survive, of the last of that drink of that water. It hurts me the most that this world ain't full of peace. It's saying a utopic society. Yes, it ain't near perfect, but it could be if we wanted to. We could follow to the letter, to the T. But there's always have to be a breakage in the system. That's just the way it is. Somebody has to break the matrix, one way or the other. Me and a few other personalities on YouTube, if not celebrities that you might know of, want to break that cycle. But we have to sell our whatever just to get by. It hurts. Every day it hurts. They might not say it in front of your faces, but trust me, it hurts. It hurts their spirit. It hurts their souls of wondering, when am I going to get the old me back, the old version of myself back? When am I going to take accountability for all the actions that I've done to people that I made a buck off of? That wasn't true. That wasn't true to my spirit. That wasn't true to my soul. Whenever, huh? Whenever. When is that going to happen? I wonder. I'm telling you guys, audience, when is that going to ever happen? Until everybody starts to unplug from this system and start waking up to smell the roses and realize that we're far long way behind. If people say they want to say wokeness, what's woke? I'm sick and tired of people saying wokeness. What these politicians know what wokeness is even about. That's a black terminology. And on top of that, that was a disfranchised word terminology. Speaking of facts of what this world really actually needs, and what the society is supposed to actually represent. Because we're in the Sodom and Gomorrah days of the back in the Roman eras, but we're just only in the modern day digitalized, upgraded, plantation, institutionalized era that we are within now. Like I said, you guys can call for what it is, what it really is, but the fact still remains the check marks of playing the checkmate of the chess game in this life game. Who want to get who? Who wants to declare the opposition of all of things that's being oppressed towards us average, regular folk, everyday working folk trying to make it? Because that's all we are. Celebrities gonna save you? No, they ain't gonna save you. You can listen to your music all day. They're only thinking about themselves and their family. And if they are thinking about y'all, they're only doing it for certain charities, and some of those charities ain't really up to snuff. It's all about money. Everything's all about money. From the music, entertainment industry, to politics, to everyday living, through those systematical oppositions. It's all about money. That's why I wrote the song God Money, because everybody wants to run to the money so fast, so bad. They give up, they sell their soul, their own mamas to get whatever they need to get ahead in this world. That's how bad it's gotten. Decade after decade after decade after decade. Way before even me. Way before even y'all. It's the things that we're taught in this world that's enough of teaching to the next generation, of teaching of thyself to the next ones that wants to be taught the proper ways, or certain ways of what this world and what the system really is. To preach, to propagate about, oh, why is this person selling drugs, but he's also trying to work a 9-to-5 job. It's all hypocritical to what people actually say about black folks and Hispanic folks, to my people, about we're lazy bums, we're non-workaholics, we overly egotistical, at times a little bit, no offense, but the only reason why we're even feeling that way is just because we've been oppressed, we've been brought down, we've been dumbed down, we've been brought back. Every excuse you could, every thing, factual excuse we could bring up, which is actual factuals, to the man, to people that don't look like you and I. It's sickening. It's sickening to my stomach. It wrenches every day that I have to be uncircumcised to the fact and marginalized of saying being called boy. Got people saying excuse me for no apparent reasons when you're only doing what you're doing in your life at that very moment. And you sit inside a hospital office or a lobby, mind your own business, but people want to be in your business. Ain't got nothing else better to do but to harass you, to say something disparagingly, just ignorant, hypocritically disgusting to your faces, saying the N-word to your face, saying the S-word, and whatever racial disparity remark they want to say out of their fucking mouths. We need a reset and unrest of the fact to rethink our daily messages that we send to each other as human beings. We really gotta think. This ain't about a color thing no more. It's about a human thing now. Like I've been telling you guys over time. Even through my music. Even how dark and decrepit it might actually be. Even when people kind of really not understand what I'm somewhat kind of talking it. But you guys kind of grasp where I'm kind of going towards the end of those sentences and those verbs and rhymes that I be spitting down to you guys. So, in the case of the fact is, we're fucked until we unfuck our situation for what it needs to be. Like I told you guys, I ain't the one to curse, but I will have to, though, just to make my point stick sometime to the people that really don't want to hear me what I got to actually say. Even on this channel, even on these videos, even in my music, even the books that I've written, and the movies that I've wrote over time. When I say wrote, that means I wrote a lot. It didn't take me 1 day or 2 days, years of writing. Somebody's idea to come into an actual product for you people that sit at home, that go to your local movie theaters, burn out all your money, saying, oh, that's the hottest thing, that's the coolest thing. Where you could just do it for free. Have your own brain. Think with your own brain in mind. Stop letting others think for you. Think for yourselves. Be the independent thinker. Oh, you want to know why Kanye said what he said all those years? He was just blurting out saying what he got to say. Like I said, it was a subliminal facts that he was actually talking about. And people didn't hit. It didn't hit people until a few people later on, like myself and others. You want to say, oh, I'm a full Kanye West fan. You guys can say all you want. Yeah, I like his music. Yeah, I like some of his philosophies a little bit. But those certain topics that he said over time did ring true. Yeah, he was Trump's boy. So what? I ain't there for Trump. I was a bit there for Kanye at that point. And a little bit still is. Even that video I made last year, I'm doubling down on what he said. And I still am. You know why? Because we still slaves to the system. Slavery was a choice, became a choice, an oppositional of choice, and it has now been the choice of what people want to have the circumstance of not getting out of their comfort zones and actually telling the facts for what it truly actually is. They want to lie to themselves, they want to become liars, but then they want to bail out and say later, oh, I digress. I regret saying what I had to say. Oh, I felt a different way about it at that very moment. No. Speak the real truth. Be the real you and be the real person of you. If that was your choice, that was your real, true, honest intention, go with a bit of those intentions sometimes. I mean, we all could disengage, but if, like I said, topics on realness and fakeness, they call for what it is. Just like the last few videos or whatnot, though, that I told that I do adult films. Yeah, I do it on the side. Yes, I do. Because ain't nobody paying the bills and paying my checks. Thank you very much. I'm doing everything for me. Sketch of Peaze is doing everything for me. I ain't the only black artist or art musician that went into the adult film industry, okay? Facts are facts. I mean, just look at one of the members from NWA, turned porn director. Just look at Son Doobie from the Funk Dubious crew back in the 90s. He turned to be a porn actor, film director. Like I said, these are just some certain facts. You guys make me feel like I'm supposed to be ashamed about something, about these things that I do for my everyday living. Now, throughout these last couple of minutes, I've been talking about myself, yes, but like I said, I'm just cutting the facts and cutting the cake, because Mr. Trump wanted to play both sides of the game. He wanted to play the Joker double agent reality of being president when he was president. He wanted to chuck and jive to you guys of what he was actually doing, spoon feed all the BS that he wanted to spoon feed, and not knowing behind the scenes of what everything, he's coming out with these indictments now for the last 3.5 years, year or so. People couldn't really take the hint. But now, this year, now people starting to really actually took the hint. And yes, I would say to all the supporters and the ones that's black, or his supporters, you guys are just a bunch of Uncle Toms. I just want to add that in there too. Sorry, about to punch you in the gut like that. You guys are Uncle Toms. Facts are facts. But either than or less, yes, that guy wanted to play double sides. Or the way he wanted to do things, but he played triple sides on y'all. Because he not only was doing double sides, he wanted to be the white supremacist president and want to actually be the good doer. Then he wanted to get inside certain classified documents that he should have never messed with. That was a little over his head, even though it kind of actually, some of those documents probably wasn't or not. But like I said, he took the bait and he got the bait. So all I'm saying is that Mr. Trump and the Trumpettes and the Trumpers are dumbstucked. They're choked up. All choked up now. But then they're going to come with a new one. They're going to say, we need a new white shining armor, a new white hope of the political arena. Mr. DeSantis. That guy eat a whole lot of a million shit stick sandwiches before he's well and full to make it to the next primaries of becoming the GOP presidential candidate of the United States of America. That's what that guy needs to do. And take all those in and shit it out his ass. Through his nose, eyes, and his ears too. But like I said, I ain't really the one for being all political. I'm just about what's right for the world and fight for peace and justice and the pursuit of happiness for all individuals out there and all the outcasts like myself that just hate what this world and this government's doing to society systematically and mentally and physically for every soul individual. Just makes me sick. Just makes me sick. But I'm gonna wrap this video up. And yes, there will be some Trump t-shirts on my website you guys is gonna like. The anti-Trump t-shirts. And it will be going on sale accordingly with my other shirts this weekend. And for Labor Day weekend too. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And for the ones that hate this on this video, kiss balls. How about that? Kiss my ass. This is Catch Peace signing off to y'all. Hope we see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Love y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Beautiful day. Love y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.